as we consider and think about spring planting, and back the garden season is just around the corner for us, we may want to take an inventory of our plants and see what may need to be done to help them flourish. There are many things we can do to help our plants to be beautiful and healthy. We at A&L Forever Plants on YouTube and on Facebook will be featuring videos and discussions on things that you may want to do to help your plants be more successful. Please consider joining us and being a part of our discussion group, and check out our videos that may be able to give you the ideas you need to improve your plants. Here we are at my house, and I wanted to share a few of my special plant friends that I have enjoyed so much. These are plants that most all of which are very good to have in your house to take toxins out of the air, and they add a decorator touch or just really great color to your home. The first one is the Eureka Palm, which is a tropical. It has a nice green color, and it has a lot of nice foliage, and as it grows taller it will fill out even more, and these will get to be by the time they're grown they will get to be 10 feet tall. They require moisture on an ongoing basis, and that would speak to needing pebbles in a tray below at the bottom of the pot, so that the moisture will be around the plant, because they do require moisture. They also should be fertilized monthly with the right fertilizer, so you'd want to check on that and see which fertilizer would be most important for the growth. Next to them is an Asparagus Fern, and it's named aptly because when the fronds come out of the dirt, they look like a piece of asparagus. They open up, however, and become this tendril covered with little fine leaves that look so delicate and pretty just hanging in your home. I found these look very nice on a bookcase or the top of on a plant shelf or the top of taller furniture. And they are very happy there as long as they get the adequate light and moisture that they need. Next to that is I have Dieffenbachias. And Dieffenbachias are one of the great plants that help clean the air of your home. They absorb pollutants and potential bad parts of the air, and so they add a lot of beauty, and they also help clean your air. They also require moisture because they are tropical. And it would be wise to also have them have a tray of pebbles at the bottom because they need moisture surrounding them. But they are beautiful plants, and if they're given the right care, they will give you beauty in your home. Your friends will be amazed at how nice they look and what an addition they are to your home. Here on the table, we first have an ivy, which is a pretty easily grown plant. They're a little bit particular about the amount of moisture you get them. Make sure that you always let the soil get dry before you water them, because if you overwater them, they have a tendency to get root rot and lose their leaves and die. But they are a beautiful plant if you wanted to let them grow up around your windows or some part of your house. They are very good to crawl and creep and do that. in my buckets here, I have a Severia, otherwise known as, this one is a mother-in-law's tongue. And then they have other varieties. They have a snake plant that is just green with stripes, and they're a more narrow, upright plant. And then they have another variety that I really like, it's my favorite, and it is has the green stripes, narrow, but then it has yellow around the outside edges of the leaves. And those are a really nice plant. These are also very nice and help clean the air in your home. They're one of the high percentage plants that pull more pollutants out of the air than any other plant. Very nice to have. And this succulent is a jade. I love jade plants. I haven't always had the best luck with them, but the best thing I can suggest with a jade plant is to always put them in a tray so you can water them from the bottom, because if you water them from the top, you can lose them. They will lose their leaves and die. I've had that happen to me. But jade is one of the most favorite house plants because it's so gorgeous. It's beautiful, and it looks almost imitation because it's so perfectly colored, and the leaf shape is so nice. Beautiful plant. If you like succulents, jade is a great way to go. And this is a relative of the jade. I don't exactly know the common name of this plant, but it is like the jade, and you water it from the bottom up, and it looks really nice. What I have found I like about this plant is that you can grow a lot more plants from this plant so easily, because it just, all you have to do is stick a leaf in the soil and it will start rooting, and you'll have a new plant. You can propagate more plants that way. The last plant I want to talk about is my corn plant. I bought this plant and it was about this tall when I bought it, and now it goes all the way to the ceiling. It's about 10 feet to 12 feet tall. Can't really show you the whole extent of the plant, but it has done very well. It's a tropical. It needs to be watered and it likes to be sprayed, but it's hardier and much easier to grow than some of the other tropicals. It does very well with good indirect lighting, but it does need moisture, and it does need to have fertilizer every month, and it will grow very well. This one, when I got this plant, it started out as a typical yellow-green color as corn plants are, but it has had such a good amount of chlorophyll that it has turned darker green. So it's not typical of the color that they usually are, but it's beautiful, and I love having it in my home because it adds a stately effect to the rest of the plants. It's tall and it's gorgeous. I'm going to be featuring some more plants as time goes on, but these are just a few of the ones that I really enjoy, and if you're interested in finding out more about them, please go to my Facebook page or my YouTube channel, A&L Forever Plants, and I will be featuring plants on there, and you may find others that you really like and that will grow well for you. So I invite you to come with us and join us and learn more about plants and how they can beautify your home and add health to your environment.